Eggs are on the way. They are imminent. It's time to make sure that we got the final preparations ready for the incubator. I'll take you through everything that I go through for final prep on it right now. What's up, YouTube? It's Adam from Proper Royals. It has been a minute. Man, I've got so much going on. If you saw last of my few videos, I quit my job. We're working on selling the house. I got to relocate to Jacksonville, Florida. Got to get the whole operation moved there, get a new snake room set up in that house. So there's a heck of a lot going on. So I've had to slow down on the videos. My apologies. But I'll do the updates in another video. Today we're here to talk about incubator setup. The eggs are imminent. They're on the way. Right now, today, we're 30 days out from the pre-lay shed. So about a week ago, I went ahead and set up the incubator. It's running as if I had eggs in it. It's all systems go. Everything is cool on it. Ready, it's functioning, and now we're just waiting on the eggs. So do that ahead of time so that when your eggs come, boom, you can get them right into the environment that they need to be in as quickly as possible, and you won't get caught off guard. So today I want to take you through that. I want to show you the egg box setup that I do. We'll do that real briefly. I'll show you the things that I use. So I use these shoe boxes. They're from a brand called Iris, and you can find them on Amazon. I did a video on these tubs. I can't remember exactly what I paid. They were $2 or $3 a piece, and they're a good deal for that. So for hatchling and egg tubs, I use these Iris shoe boxes. I use this grating. It's like the light grate for fluorescent lighting, but these I think are actually maybe for fish breeding. People use them in their aquariums, but check out the link as well on these. These particular grids fit perfectly into here, minus one row. So I clip the top off of there, and then I drop it. It fits perfectly into the very bottom of this shoebox locking tub if you just take that one row off. On the bottom I use vermiculite, and I got this at Lowe's Hardware. I think it was $5 for 8 dry quarts. So there's 8 quarts in here dry. That's a ton of vermiculite. In the tub I used 50 grams of vermiculite. And I see some people that say they do exactly as much water to vermiculite. I think Chris Hardwick does 1-to-1 on that ratio. I found that to be a little bit dry for me. I want the vermiculite to be totally damp, but with no standing water. So I actually went 2-to-1, but really I gave up on trying to weigh it to the gram. I was using my scale, so I weigh out the vermiculite, but the water, I don't weigh out. I started weighing it 50 and 50 grams each. I ended up doubling it, but not by weight. I eyeballed it after that. Like I say, get the vermiculite so that it's fully uniformly damp, but that there's no standing water. If you get too much water in there, put some more vermiculite till you're back to that damp but no standing water dryness. And then I do use the press and seal over the top. I know there's a great debate about whether it's necessary or not, but I've seen good results with it, so I do use the press and seal. Your call on that. If that's the egg setup, let's get inside the incubator. Let me show you exactly what we've got going on in there. So after you have your incubator made, your heat strips are in place, you got all your wiring. Check out the DIY video on making an incubator. This video is more about your final preparations, okay? Got the egg box ready to go. I've got, obviously, it hooked up to a thermostat, and I'll show you that in a moment, but I also check it with this independent thermometer and hydrometer. It stays really, really well at just about a perfect 90 degrees in there. So I could tell that my thermostat and my thermometer are checking out. There's about a 1 degree difference. I'll tell you right now, in the pandemic, I went to go buy a new thermostat, a new Herpstat 2, and I can't get them right now. They are out of stock everywhere. If anybody knows of one or has one they want to sell, let me know. I'm taking a risk right now using one of these cheaper Amazon thermostats. I'm a little hesitant on it, but it's better than nothing, and you've got to have one. So I might switch up one of the channels on the Herpstat 2 over to this and move this over to one of the racks. But honestly, it's working really great, and I'm checking it constantly. It's the best of what I've got right now. I've actually been very, very pleased with the results. I did have to set the thermostat 1 degree higher. I set the thermostat to 91, and inside I've got everything running at really within 0.2 degrees of 90. So it fluctuates 89.8 to 90.2 when I've been checking it. When you're setting up your thermostat, unlike on a snake rack where you want the probe right on the heat mats, in an incubator, you want the ambient temperature. You want that probe right in the middle of the circulating air, okay? So that's what you're measuring there. You don't want to measure just the heat mats, you want the ambient temperature measurement in there. The other thing I have is a computer fan, and it runs constantly, and it is on a dial as well. And I have it set to the slowest setting. It's here and it's on the minimum setting. Just ensuring that you have airflow and that you're circulating consistent air temperature. On your incubators, you want to make sure you don't have solid racks here. That's why we want to use the metal racks or a plastic rack, but something that allows the air to circulate versus a glass rack. Like I say, it's already wired. I'd already tested out my heat strips. If you want to know about the heat strips, they go on the bottom. I've got them on the back and on the top. So it's radiating heat all around, and those are all connected to the very same thermostat. The last of the things I keep on hand is one of these handy flashlights. I think they're like $6 at Amazon. I'll show you the link. I've been real pleased with those. Those will be for candling when the eggs come. You can candle, mark the tops, and pop them in there right into the vermiculite right on top, and we are ready to go. So I will post the link to the Irish shoeboxes video that I did review, as well as the DIY incubator setup video that I made. Thank you for joining me today. Cheers to you wherever you are. I always appreciate any subscriptions. Until next time, see ya.